Hello my beautiful people, welcome back once again to my channel. I hope we are all doing great. In today's tutorial I'll be teaching us how to sew this trending Bubu gown. So let's go there. So here I've already folded out the fabric that I need for this particular size that I'm making. So I'll be taking the shoulder measurement on my shoulder line. The shoulder measurement of this customer is 15 inches, that's 7.5 plus half inch sewing allowance. So I'll be marking 8 on that shoulder. So I will come down by 9 inches to mark so I can get my armhole line. Then on that line I'm going to be taking the 8 inches that I measured on the shoulder line as well, and then I'm going to be connecting it together to form my armhole line. So I'll be connecting it this way with my ruler. So once I'm done doing this, I'm going to be marking my sleeve length. I'll place my tape rule on the shoulder line and that will mark out my sleeve length. The sleeve length that I'm working with here is 10 inches. I'll go ahead and mark it down this way. So after marking it down, I'll go ahead and form my shoulder by 1 inch on the full length of that sleeve, and then I'll mark my round sleeve measurement. That's just what I've done here. So I will now go back to the body of the clothes, and then I'm going to be marking our bust measurement on that armhole line that I've drawn already. So the bust measurement of this customer is 40-10, and I'll be adding extra 2 inches to that 10 for freeness, because this is a free Bubu, it's not a tight gown. So I'll be drawing a line like this, and that's what I'll be using to form my armhole. So I'll go ahead and take my armhole ruler, and then I'll shape out my armhole this way. Even though I don't need this, but I need to do it because it's the basic for what I want to draw on this particular gown. So having done this, the next thing I'll be doing is to measure the half length of this customer. So the half length of this customer that I'm working with is 15 inches. So that's what I'm taking. I'll mark my 15 inches, and on this particular line I'm going to be measuring her waist measurement. So her waist measurement is 33 divided by 4. I'll mark it out, and then I'll add my extra 2 inches for freeness. That's just what I'm doing here. So watch closely. So I'm going to be connecting this waist measurement that I marked out on this half length. I'm going to be connecting it back to the bust measurement that I've marked out already. So I'll connect it this way with my ruler. Then from that point I'm going to be measuring my hip. Remember, we go down from waist to measure hip by 9 inches. So that's what I've just done here. So I will go down by 9 inches, and then I will measure my hip on that part. My hip measurement divided by 4, then plus extra 2 inches for freeness, because this is not a tight gown. It's not, my customer doesn't want it so big, so that's why I'm using just 2 inches extra allowance for freeness. So I'm going to be connecting this hip again back to my waist this way with my ruler. Just watch closely, you will understand what I'm doing. And then I'm going to be taking this measurement on the hip down to the hemline, and I'm going to be connecting it with a ruler this way, and I'll draw it down. So having done this, I'm going to be coming back to my armhole place where I have my sleeve. So on that part I will measure 2 inches away from the armhole that I draw inside, that I told us I don't really need, but it's just for as a guide for what I want to draw. Then I'm going to be connecting from this where the sleeve length ends on this clothes, and I'm going to connecting it this way to connect back to the measurement I have on the hip. So just watch the way my hand is going. So that's how you're going to be connecting it this way back to your sleeve. Okay, so here we have it. I hope you can see the shape very well. So that's the shape I want for this particular cut together Bubu gown. So my lovelies, if this is your first time of joining us on this channel, you're very welcome, and please don't forget to subscribe and also like this video, comment and share with your friends. Thank you. So now I'm done with the shaping of the side. So what I'm going to be doing now is to come back to my shoulder line and mark my neck, the neck that I want for this particular gown. So I'll first of all mark my back neck. I'll be using 3.5 inches for this particular gown. I'm marking the back neck first of all, and then I'll be coming down by 1.5 to mark this back neck. So I'll be connecting them together with my armhole curve. So I will connect my back neck to get this way. Remember I said I used 3.5 wideness and I came down by 1.5. So once I'm done connecting my back neck, I will also draw out my front neck. I always like doing this because it makes my work very easy. So I'll draw out my front neck. I'm coming down by 9 inches to draw this front neck, and then I'll go this way by 1/2 of an inch to create the shape that I want in that front part. Don't worry, in case you're not seeing it very well, by the time I bring it closely, you will see the shape that I've drawn there. So I'll go ahead and use my ruler and connect them together this way back to our neckline. So this is what I have, my back neck and my front neck together. So I'll go ahead now and cut out for my shoulder. First of all, remember I marked 1 inch for folding of shoulder. Now that I've marked my neck, so I'll go ahead and fold my shoulder this way with my ruler. So once I'm done with it, the next thing is to cut out these clothes. So here I'm done cutting my first, so I've laid it on another fabric to cut out the second piece, but I'm cutting only the back neck here this way. So I'm done cutting it, and I'll be separating the back from the front, and then here I will now follow the shape that I marked out for front piece, and then I'm going to be cutting out that shape here. So watch closely, you will understand that you see the shape. So see the shape, this is the 1/2 of an inch that I marked, and then I'll connect it and go back to the neck this way. So when I open it up, I will have something like this, which is exactly the shape that I want. So the first thing I'm going to be doing now is to join my shoulders. So I'm going to be joining my shoulders, the back and the front piece. I'm going to be joining them together on the shoulder this way. So I'll join it and come and show us the next thing. So here I'm done joining the shoulders. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to measure what I have on my neck, because that's what I will be using to cut out the black material that I will use as the collar on this neck. So I'll mark it, I'll measure it all the way round, and then I'll use the measurement that I got, add extra 3 to 5 inches to it, and then I'm going to be cutting out my black fabric for the black collar on the neck. So here I've already cut out the black fabric and I've ironed it down. So what I use in cutting this is 4 inches, and I folded it together, and I'll be using 1/2 inch to join it to my neck. So this is how I join it to my neck. I place it on the right side of the fabric this way, and then I hold it down on my machine, making sure that this black color material and our neck is equal, and then I'm going to be stitching it down. I'll hold it all the way down and then I'll come and show us. So this is what you should have after joining your black collar. So what I'm going to do now is to give it a notch on the two sides this way, and then I'm going to be turning the excess on the wrong side of the fabric, this of the gown this way. So just watch closely what I'm doing. So after turning it, you have a neat look like this. Then I'll flip it to the wrong side and then I will stitch this down. After stitching, I will now cut out the excess that I have here. So this is what we should have, looking so neat and beautiful. So this is the black material that I'm going to be using to do the other black shape that is on the gown. I've already cut it out, so I'll be ironing it 1/2 inch in all the 4 corners of this black material. I'll iron 1/2 inch in this way. Just watch closely, you see what I'm doing. I'm doing this to conceal the rough edges that I have on the 4 sides of this fabric. So I'll iron it this way, all the 4 sides, to conceal the rough edges with my ironing, in my iron. Just watch closely what I'm doing. I'll finish it up and then I'll come and show us. So it is to hold it down so that it will be neat for you to iron. So here I'm done already ironing the 4 sides of this fabric that I want to use for the second piece on the cloth. So I have 9 inches by 8 inches. So on this part I'm going to be marking 3 inches this way, and on this part I'm going to be marking 3.5 inches. So I'll fold it this way and iron them down. So this is how I got my own shape, and I love it because it's looking so neat and beautiful. So this is how I got my own shape. So this is what it looks like after ironing. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be laying it on my gown. Yes, looking so beautiful. So I'll take it now and attach it to my gown. I'm going to be showing us how to attach this on the gown. So this is what we have. You now place it, after you must have gotten the middle of this black piece, you place it in the middle of the already black color that you've ironed out, pin it down, and then you stitch it down this way. So I've already finished stitching it down on my sewing machine, and this is what I have. And I've already attached the black material on my sleeve too, because I want to also have it on the sleeve. Then I'll go ahead now and close the 2 sides of this gown, and this beautiful gown is ready. So let me show us the final look of this gown. So this is what we have after joining everything, looking so beautiful. I so much love this gown. You too can try it out. So it's for yourself, for your customer. So thank you for staying with us. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with your friends. And if you're yet to subscribe, please hit notification button so that you get notified once I upload a new video. Thank you for staying with us. See you once again in my next video. Bye bye.